The teams then, Dynamo Kyiv against Paris Saint-Germain. I'm John Champion, and providing match analysis throughout the game, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, John. Hello, everyone. What an atmosphere we've got in this stadium today. It's all very, very exciting.
There you go, Veloso. It went out of play. Got back very well there, was good defending.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
He goes alone. He was well positioned, good defending there. Then shoots! Not this time. Long way off that.
Well, he didn't really get hold of that one. It was a weak effort in the end. Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
An important interception, things were starting to look dangerous. And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Tested the strength of the net.
And the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
They've gone ahead so early in the game. That'll be a throw. Knocks it through to the front line. Oh, lovely feet. He's bursting forward. Puts it away.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
A resounding drive. Can't imagine he's hit many better than that.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there and would have taken something really special to keep that in.
They kick off with parity restored.
That's got them back in it, but it'll be very interesting to see what way they approach it now. Do they settle for that or push for more?
Trouble looming, but he's able to cut it out. Well played, that got them out of trouble. He's looking to find his front men. He's made sure that's not getting through. A chance. He takes the opportunity to shoot. He carved out a pretty presentable chance.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and I suppose at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
And the ball has been cleared. Well, that was really close. You get nothing for being close. He's picked off the throw. That's good anticipation. Which is a low cross. Too much power in that. Looking to carve open the defence. Can he find a finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain. That would have to go down as one of the sweetest strikes I think I've ever seen.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control. He couldn't have placed it any better.
Lead by 1 goal. Ibrahimovic.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And we've had 30 minutes of this first period. Here's Lens. Can he now find a finish? Dynamo Kyiv with a big chance and a big miss. Now there's a chance to counter. He takes a shot. They've done it.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
It's become a real seesaw game, this.
Oh, this is real tit-for-tat stuff. It's difficult to see which one has the drive and determination to come out on top now.
No, that's not going to make it through. It's been played long. A robust challenge, to say the least. He's tackled in the box. Has to be a penalty. And they've turned it around. It was never in doubt.
Well, the keeper probably felt he could read that, but he's guessed completely wrongly. He's gone to the other side.
Dynamo Kyiv now up by a goal.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Well intercepted, saw the danger, got to it. Ball across the line. Thiago Motta wins it back. Pastore knocks it forward, played through the middle. Lucas Moura. Oh, that's neat. He decides to shoot. It's in. It just couldn't have been placed any better. Again.
Oh, look, I love watching games like this when both teams have given everything they've got to try and win it. This is all the makings of a cracker.
Played in accurately. And there's the end to the first 45. Half underway now. And he surges forward. Oh, he wasn't taking any chances there. Didn't have any luck with the through ball there.
He timed this run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
No, needed a better ball there. Marco Verratti. On his own. Some dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene. Miguel Veloso. Kyiv. Marco Verratti. He plays it through. Here is Cavani. He's onside. That is wayward.
Right in front of goal like that, and he's gone and missed it. I won't have to tell him that's not good enough. Exactly where they wanted him there, didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
Ibrahimovic, the flag stays down. This goes for a throw-in. And that's not getting through. Here's Lens. Thiago Silva gives away a free kick. Well, the referee had no choice there. A second yellow card, and off he goes. Paris Saint-Germain will now be forced to play the rest of the match with just 10 men. Driven in. That's probably caused a few sighs.
Well, that's understandable because they haven't found it easy against this defence. And shooting from that sort of range, it's not the answer.
Cavani. Going forward. He's on his way. The opposition posing a few questions, but he's able to intercept. Slides it through. Off he goes. What can Dynamo Kyiv make of this? Getting it through there, he knew what was coming. Paris Saint-Germain yet to make a substitution here. Kyiv. Good interception, just what they needed. The idea was there, the execution wasn't. Lucas Moura on a hat-trick at the moment. I think, Jim, would mean a lot to him.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it would mean a lot to him, as long as he doesn't get too selfish about it at the expense of his team.
ball is intercepted. That will be a goal kick. Poor distribution from the keeper, that's a gift. Much needed intervention that was too. Danger was there, he dealt with it well. Well played in the second half. Offside, good call there by the referee's assistant. Long ball forward. The ball played into space nicely. Bursting forward. Good hand by the keeper. A huge chance missed.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Looking to whip one in. Ibrahimovic. And he couldn't put it away. Hoping for. Well-hander trying to keep hold of it, but it's hardly easy. Miguel Meloso. He's going on his own. They get it forward. Opportunity for a goal. That was a super ball in, but no success.
Yeah, and that was all about the through ball. Great control, and the weight was perfect.
And he wasn't far off.
Well, he's certainly a player I'd be more than happy to watch. Tactically, he's almost impossible to stop.
Well played, that got them out of trouble.
Well, time is running out. They need to start pushing forward.
We are deep into stoppage time. It's a matter of seconds remaining. Tries with his head. So that's it. It's all over. Well, that was a great game, thanks to two teams who always promote attacking football. They've given us goals with attacks coming from virtually everywhere on the pitch.
Look, that's what supporters love to see. Tremendous.
So, here we go then. Dynamo Kyiv against Paris Saint-Germain. I'm John Champion, and today's co-commentator is Jim Begley.
Hi John, at this stage I think the players are just desperate to get out there, and this promises to be a terrific game.
Trouble looming, but he's able to cut it out. Belhanda gives away a free kick. Kusev. Belhanda. Which is a low cross. Oh, a decent effort.
And that's a very, very good strike too. And he kept it very low where the keeper doesn't like it.
Heads it. Dynamo Kyiv with a big chance and a big miss. Marco Verratti. Going forward. And it's hit forward. It's through. The keeper always the favourite there.
Well, it turned out to be a decent save, although I'm not sure how much the keeper knew about it, even if he was well positioned. Well, that's what's called setting a stall out. They've begun with great conviction and never to goal or mounting up. This is good play.
They were so nearly punished for their mistake.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay. It's been such a promising start. These early attempts have really set the tone for this game. That's how you approach it.
We're in the 15th minute. Paris Saint-Germain, so far, providing no real test for the opposition goalkeeper. Belhanda. Nice ball through, and now it was a good ball in, but no goal.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. You won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Well intercepted, saw the danger and got to it. Cleared away from immediate danger. Ball forward, leaps for the header. Early ball in and a good chance.
Look, there'll be no complaints at all with quick service like that. It's so difficult to defend when the ball comes in so swiftly. But you can't question the finishing in this instance. I think, though, there's enough grounds for them to keep working at it.
He wasn't far from finding the net again.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
He's onside. He's on his way. Then shoots. Carved out a pretty presentable chance.
That's such a great run he made there. He got away from two defenders as well. That's wonderful play.
He was close to adding to his tally there.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
Interception, things were starting to look dangerous. There's a possibility here for a shot.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
A goal now would certainly liven things up. Idea was there, execution wasn't. Belhanda. Kusev. chance. Dynamo Kyiv with a big chance and a big miss. No, the defence alert and picked out the danger. Marco Verratti. Well played, that got them out of trouble. Well beaten to the ball there. Ibrahimovic did well running onto the ball through, but get enough of it to register a shot. Lucas Moura. Miguel Veloso. Moving forwards. Some dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene. It's Lucas Moura. Lenz. The whistle signals the end of the first half.
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created from them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
It's 0-0 at this point, and we're hoping for better things. And a shot here, not this time, long way off that.
Well, you can sense they're really going for it now. This is gung-ho, and only a goal will do for them.
The opposition posing a few questions, but he's able to intercept. Lenz. Kusev. And he's been fouled. Cavani. He's free through the middle. Ibrahimovic. Decent run towards the box, but he was thwarted in the end. Here's Lenz. Incisive pass, that. He's onside here. He created a great chance there.
And it just goes to show you how effective those through balls can be. All it needed was a better execution.
We all know what he can do.
Well, he's certainly a player I'd be more than happy to watch. Tactically, he's almost impossible to stop.
Just come back to us, you'll be glad to know it's still 0-0, you've missed nothing. Thiago Motta with the foul. Still 0-0, it's frustrating, but very much up for grabs. Chase. Good interception, just what they needed. Up for that one. Good delivery, but I'm afraid the finish wasn't up to it.
Paris Saint-Germain didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
And he wasn't far off.
He's just a nightmare for any defence. His movement, his pace, his anticipation, it's on another level. It's so hard for any defence to contain that.
The ball goes through. This goes for a throw-in. sides fiercely contesting the ball. Now shall not pass seems to be the message. Drives it in, puts it away. Could he have delivered the knockout blow here? What are your thoughts on the goal, Jim Beglin?
Well, we've just seen intelligent football from intelligent footballers. That's honed on the training ground and lovely when it comes off on match day.
They get us underway at 1-0.
Yeah, now that the deadlock has been broken, I think the manager has to look at his bench to try and initiate some sort of a reply. But has he got a game changer? He has to try something from here.
No getting it through there. He knew what was coming. He goes alone. Kusev. Kacheridi. Through into space it goes. This goes for a throw-in. Low ball in. Marco Verratti. And he's still going. Surprising that they managed to get away with that. Things could so easily have been far worse. Knocks it through. Ibrahimovic. Off he goes. Tremendous from Ibrahimovic. 2 goals to the good and they're set fair.
Wonderful stuff, and it was all about quick thinking and even quicker feet, but you have to ask questions as to how he got through.
Surely they have now sealed their victory. Played into space out wide, looking to cut inside, strikes it, off target. And a much needed intervention that was too. Danilo Silva. Through the middle it goes. The danger was there, he dealt with it well. The clock counting down. He was well positioned, good defending there. The ball over the top, looking to exploit the space. The keeper puts it behind. A robust challenge, to say the least. Oh, he's won it back straight from the goal kick. It's Lucas Moura. Now Lucas Moura. That's it. After much consultation with his stopwatch, the referee has blown for time. They've done it. A great win for them here. They did everything possible to ensure the victory, and their supporters are going wild.
Look, that's what supporters love to see. Tremendous will and spirit, crunching tackles and a real desire to attack. Nobody can feel let down by that.